interrupting the show for a special report.
Because now it is time for Bag Lab.
Two different methods for making straps using ribbon strapping. You can see from the sides. It's got a combination of fabric and then the grosgrain ribbon on it. To reduce bulk, I've also got a different example to show you with just 2 layers of the fabric. So for the double fold bias method, because when attaching the ribbon, no matter which size ribbon we choose, we're going to be top stitching it down 1/8 of an inch from either side of the ribbon. Renaissance Ribbons makes a great assortment of different widths, and so it gives different options for having either more fabric or less fabric showing on either side, depending on what you prefer. Okay, so the second method, having fabric where there's only 2 layers of fabric. I've got my little center line over here. When pressed toward the inside, there's raw edges showing. Since we're using the ribbon, the raw edges will be covered up by the ribbon, and I'm going to measure halfway up. So because I cut this 2 inches wide, halfway up would be 1 inch. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line right next to the line on either side. I'm going to use Wonder Clips since my ribbon is about the same width as the fabric. And I'm going to take this over to the sewing machine, and I'll just go ahead and in a single pass, I'm just going to go ahead and stay 1/8 of an inch to the inside of the ribbon. With the 2 different examples, this one was the first one that we did with the double fold bias tape. This is the second one with just the 2 layers of fabric. This one's quite thick, so if I had to fold this over hardware, I would say this is really thick. I'd probably maybe consider just using a rivet or Chicago screw just because of all of the thickness. This one's definitely a lot more manageable with just the 2 layers of the fabric, but still super strong again, like I mentioned earlier, because of the ribbon. The ribbon just gives a really nice look to the strap, gives it something a little bit different, and especially with all of the options they have over at Renaissance Ribbons, very easy to add some unique ribbon to your strap, especially there's tons of Tula pink ribbons that they're carrying. So